Hello grade 9 learners, I'm teacher Yvonne Pimentel and we're back for another exciting math lesson. Today, we are going to learn about solving equations transformable to quadratic equation. Are you ready? Awesome! Keep watching! First, we need to review the standard form of quadratic equation, which is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. I want this to be highlighted because on the latter part of our lesson, we are going to have equations that are not written on standard form and rational algebraic expressions that can be transformed into quadratic equation. Using standard form, it will be easier for you to solve for the roots. For our first example, we have x, quantity x plus 6 is equal to 16. The first thing that we have to do is to distribute x to the terms inside the parentheses. So that would be x times x and x times 6. And that will give us x squared plus 6x is equal to 16. By subtraction property of equality, we subtract 16 on both sides, or simply move 16 to the left side of the equation. And that would give us x squared plus 6x minus 16 is equal to 0. From x quantity x plus 6 is equal to 16, we now have x squared plus 6x minus 16 is equal to 0 in standard form. Then, we use factoring to get the roots of the equation. What are the two factors of negative 16 that will give us sum of positive 6? Very good! We have positive 8 and negative 2. And that will be x plus 8 and x minus 2. Then, equate the factors to 0. So we'll have x plus 8 is equal to 0 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. X plus 8 is equal to 0 will give us x is equal to negative 8, and that is the first root. X minus 2 is equal to 0 will give us x is equal to 2, and therefore, that is the second root. Now, let's do the checking. The first thing that we need to do is to write the original equation, which is x quantity x plus 6 is equal to 16. Then, substitute the roots that we have earlier, if x is equal to negative 8 and if x is 2. So, when we substitute negative 8, we will have negative 8 quantity negative 8 plus 6. Perform the operation inside the parentheses. We will have negative 8 times negative 2, and that is positive 16. Therefore, this is a solution. Now, let's do the same if x is equal to 2. Substitute the value of x, which is 2. 2 quantity 2 plus 6 is equal to 16. 2 plus 6 is equal to 8, and 2 multiplied by 8 is equal to 16, and this is another solution. Therefore, both solutions are true. For the second example, we have quantity x plus 5 square plus quantity x minus 2 square is equal to 37. For this example, let's first expand the equation. It's like x plus 5 times x plus 5 and x minus 2 times x minus 2. Or you can use FOIL method. So the product of the first and the second term will give us quantity x squared plus 10x plus 25 plus quantity x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 37. Next is to simplify the equation. Notice that I have put same color to like terms. X squared plus x squared is equal to 2x squared. 10x minus 4x is equal to 6x, and 25 plus 4 is equal to 29, and then copy 37. We need to move 37 to the left side of the equation, so we will subtract 37 on both sides, and we now have 2x squared plus 6x plus 29 minus 37 is equal to 37 minus 37. We now have 2x squared plus 6x minus 8. As you can see, the first term has numerical coefficient which is 2. So, we have to divide the equation by 2. By reducing it, we'll now have x squared plus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Can you give me factors of negative 4 that is sum of positive 3? You got it right! Negative 1 and positive 4. Equate the factors to 0. So we now have x minus 1 is equal to 0 and x plus 4 is equal to 0. So for our first root, we have x is equal to 1, and for the second root, we have x is equal to negative 4. After getting the roots, let's do the checking. Same drill. Substitute the given value of roots to the original equation. The roots earlier is x is equal to 1 and x is negative 4. Substitute. We now have quantity 1 plus 5 square plus quantity 1 minus 2 square is equal to 37. Perform the operation inside the parentheses. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6 and 1 minus 2 is equal to negative 1. Now, 6 square is 36 plus negative 1 square is 1. We now have 37 and this is a solution. Let's do the same process to the other root, which is negative 4. Quantity negative 4 plus 5 square plus quantity negative 4 minus 2 square is equal to 37. Perform the operation inside the parentheses first. So we will have negative 4 plus 5 is 1 and negative 4 minus 2 is equal to negative 6. And then 1 square is 1 plus negative 6 square is 36. 1 plus 36 is equal to 37, and this is another solution. Therefore, both solutions are true. So for the third example, we are going to solve rational algebraic equations transformable into quadratic equations. The first thing that we have to do here is to find the least common denominator of the given equation, and that is 4x. And then, we have to multiply the LCD to the both sides of the equation. So we will have 4x quantity 6 over x plus x minus 3 over 4 is equal to 4x times 2. We also need to distribute 4x on the terms inside the parentheses. So 4x times 6 over x and 4x times x minus 3 over 4. And this is how it looks like. Notice that I have put red color to x and 4, and that means it can be cancelled out. Cancel out x and 4 and we will have 24 plus x squared minus 3x is equal to 8x. We have 24 here because 4 times 6 is 24. X times x is equal to x squared. And then, x times negative 3 is equal to negative 3x. And then copy 8x. And then simplify, combine like terms. We have like terms which is negative 3x and negative 8x. So it will become x squared negative 3x minus negative 8x is equal to negative 11x plus 24 is equal to 0. Again, think of a number that is a factor of 24 and sum of negative 11. Correct. Negative 3 and negative 8. The factors are quantity x minus 3 and quantity x minus 8 is equal to 0. Equate the factors to 0. X minus 3 is equal to 0 and x minus 8 is equal to 0. We now have x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 8. Now the roots are 3 and 8. Again, let's do the checking. Substitute the value of the roots to the original equation. First, we have x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 8. X over 3 plus 3 minus 3 over 4 is equal to 2. So 6 over 3 is equal to 2 plus 3 minus 3 is 0, divided by 4 is 0, is equal to 2. Then 2 is equal to 2. So this is a solution. Let's proceed to x is equal to 8. Same process, 6 over 8 plus 8 minus 3 divided by 4 is equal to 2. 6 over 8 is equal to 3/4 plus 8 minus 3 is 5 over 4 is equal to 2. Since we have the same value of denominator, we can simply add the numerator, which is 3 and 5. So 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. Then copy 4. 8 over 4 is equal to 2 and that is equal to 2. So both solutions are true. Now, let's have the fourth and last example. 2x over x plus 1 is equal to 2 minus 5 over 2x. The first thing that we have to do is to find the least common denominator of the given equation. For this equation, the LCD is 2x quantity x plus 1. Next, multiply LCD to the equation. In this case, we also have to distribute LCD on the terms inside the parentheses. 2x quantity x plus 1 times 2x over x plus 1. And then, 2x quantity x plus 1 times 2. And 2x quantity x plus 1 times negative 5 over 2x. Now, this is the expanded form of the equation. Notice that I put color red 2x plus 1 and 2x. And that means it can be cancelled out. Okay, let's simplify. We now have 4x squared is equal to 4x quantity x plus 1 minus 5 quantity x plus 1. It's not yet done. On the right side of the equation, we have to multiply 4x times x and 4x times 1. We also have negative 5 times x and negative 5 times 1. We now have 4x squared is equal to 4x squared plus 4x minus 5x minus 5. We need to move the terms that has literal coefficient on the left side of the equation. As a result, we have 4x squared minus 4x squared minus 4x plus 5x is equal to negative 5. Okay, combine like terms. 4x squared minus 4x is 0, while negative 4x plus 5x is equal to x. And x is equal to negative 5. So the root for this equation is x is equal to negative 5. Okay, let's check. Same process. Substitute the root in the original equation. We have 2 times negative 5 all over negative 5 plus 1 is equal to 2 minus 5 all over 2 times negative 5. 2 times negative 5 is equal to negative 10, while negative 5 plus 1 is equal to negative 4. On the right side of the equation, we have 2 times negative 5, so we have negative 10. Negative 10 over negative 4 is equal to 5 over 2, while on the right side of the equation, we have 5 over negative 10 is equal to negative 1/2, multiplied by negative sign, so it will become positive 1/2. So on the right side of the equation, we have 2 plus 1/2. 2 plus 1/2 is equal to 2 and 1/2. As you can see, 5 over 2 is an improper fraction. Transform it to mixed fraction and it will also become 2 and 1/2. Therefore, this is a solution. Before we end, let's have a quick recap on solving equations transformable to quadratic equation. First, we have to simplify the equation and write the equation in standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then get the factors of the quadratic equation. Equate the factors to 0 to get the roots. Then, proceed to checking. Substitute the roots to the original equation and perform the indicated operation. And that ends our lesson. Thank you for watching. Keep safe and God bless.